Hello, hello, and welcome back to DevCast Ops, and happy Bank Holiday Monday, if you're in the UK. Yeah, so today you have myself, Wale, Barnaby, and James, and we're gonna have a long, fun session of hopefully having the whole cluster up and running. Thank you.
Aiming high.
Such confidence. Such confidence.
I try. Yeah.
You're not prepared to, you're locking in until it's up. Not stopping.
I'll try. I'll do my best. All right. Oh, James, do you want me to share the screen now?
Yeah, we can check out. I think, if I can remember what we did last time. So last time I think we got Console DNS working. It was painful as always is, but I think we needed to do some token shenanigans. I think we gave the anonymous token more access. So it can do our see what our system's doing. Obviously that is a security issue because if someone, I think it means someone could run console commands against a cluster to see what services are running. It's probably fine for what we're doing. In a real world scenario, you probably wouldn't want console or really Vault accessible to the internet anyway. So, yeah. I think there is a way of doing authenticated DNS, but I don't think we want to deal with that. So I just thought of the correct wording, which I don't want to do, which is on each box, you have a local console client that you DNS to, and then a local console agent you DNS check to, and that has an authentication to the main server. We're not going to do that for now. Maybe later. Cool. What we're doing today. So first thing we'll do is get a Vault service running and get it so our servers spin up when the server starts. Do we want to build the service live on the box, prove it works, and then go from there?
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
Just edit this one we made. So this is one we were messing around with the other day, last time, very towards the end, when we just kind of found online. So it's Vault. The main Vault port is
8200.
200.
200. Don't really think we need tags. Don't need metadata unless we want to get traffic set up. Web is whatever this server's IP address is. Oh, this wants the server's IP address.
Does it need the IP address?
I would assume so. I mean, I can try to make two and see what happens if I suppose that's tagged addresses.
It looks like the only thing that's required is the name.
So I want a health check.
That's a checks box.
Okay.
What you want.
So you don't want tagged addresses. So okay, so tagged addresses is probably to a different server.
Yeah, you have checks and then so the check types you can have script where that's user script, HTTP, which would be a web call, You know what a TCL would be? There's Docker, GRCP, HTTP, and alias.
So we can either do run vault status, or we can curl the health endpoint.
Curling the health endpoint is probably
Better.
the best. Although it's inaccessible on the box, but in case you mess up the permissions of the console user,
Yeah.
for some reason, just get the vault button wrong.
So we need name. Web. Web. Check. So what do we actually need? ID.
Not sure which ones are required.
Timeout has
Name's
default.
required. Interval is required.
Yeah.
Yeah, just name and interval the required ones.
Okay. I'll let ID be created then. Interval question variable specifies the frequency of the run to check.
60 seconds.
Yeah. And then we want, is it?
I think what you probably want to do is path and then give it path.
You say paths.
Yeah, and
And
then take a list object. And inside there, that takes objects. And then we can have path, which would be what v1/this/health.
That's this, yeah.
And then local path port.
Let me just check that as well. Cool. And then within that object.
Yes, you'd have local path port, which would be 8200, and then protocol.
Like that?
HTTP. It's an int, so yeah.
Is it underscored?
Yes.
Cool. And then the last one, what did you say?
Protocol, and then we probably have that as HTTP.
Yes. I don't know if that's host for protocol. Oh, looks good. Is that right? Is this for now?
I don't know if that's the proxy example. Let's get credits.
Well, I assume those would go.
Yeah, let me look through some of the examples.
The validate. So the console validate will run the script file. And line 10.
Then maybe try using an args block instead of a bash. /bin/user/curl, whether we have curl. Whereas an
is
args
that-
block entirely.
Surely paths is the better thing to be doing in a curl.
I think that might be the Envoy health checks, which looks to be different from the service health checks.
Oh, really? Uh, oh yeah, so I can just do it, but it's just an HTTP. Which just takes an endpoint. Stringray specifies an HTTP endpoint to send requests to. And then you got skip verify, method, header, body. Do you want to curl or HTTP? I think HTTP is probably better.
Yeah.
HTTP /v1/sys/s. And if you're doing it properly, you would care about what's the schedule returns, which means you maybe need, maybe you would then go curl, because it doesn't look like you can say anything about what status to use. Or I suppose at that point you could just go to TCP, make sure the service is up.
Yeah, so
Cool.
200 or 204.
We have taken down console. Oh yeah, so it's because it's in the console directory. It's L1 pass objects within list unknown token 10. I think when we broke it, there must have been a server regen or something that caused console to reload in its config.
What timing? I guess that kind of makes sense. We set this up when we do it.
So web check's not working.
If you click on the output, you get more to just.
There's
Request details of the service where they'll give more details in the CLI.
we'll go console server status.
Yeah.
Yes, the other thing I can do is that is returning at 200 on the server. That's fine.
Thing. Oh, might understand how to register with Console, which could cause all sorts of.
But as long as Vault's happy to like try and just keep trying till it works.
Yeah, there's a configuration block where we can just give.
Okay.
Which version of Vault are we on? Just to check them from 1.16, which is
You can't see if you're logged in.
you can run the sys health outside, but yeah. Version.
I should also just log back into Vault.
The DC isn't working.
It's because the DNS is wrong. As soon as we fix the DNS, it'll stop working again. 1.21.3.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so that's just a Vault config.
Yeah, it looks like it is a single line, which is service registration console as a block in an open object.
Can you
Address and give it the console address. Oh, yeah.
paste that somewhere?
We might need to change the port. I'm curious if this will work. It's interesting. It's the isn't it 8.1?
So close.
Or is it listening? We start listening at 8500 locally.
I think we're actually 8500 is non. Yeah, no, I think last. Mr. Vault and happens.
Right, I need to get rid of the manual registration.
I could. I shouldn't have refreshed because it's my second thought that Vault's working anymore. Nope. That looks happy, Vault. That looks like Vault hasn't started. It's just taking so long. Cannot move post. Let's try to delete something. I think Vault's trying to delete the Postgres storage information.
Is that a normal behavior?
Hello?
I wonder.
Yeah, because on stop, it's saying cannot remove storage.
It's read only.
which is fine because that's where all the Postgres secrets are. So maybe it's getting it so it's trying to like clean up its stuff.
So, wait, can we not just delete what he's trying to delete for it?
No, because that's the Postgres config.
Well,
There we go. Then it's loaded. I don't know what's happening.
Is it worthwhile just to see what's happening?
Oh, the console file
Yeah.
created. I mean, I can just delete it, like. Oh, okay, so that file is the problem, it just wasn't erroring on it.
To move the backend.
Okay,
Postgres.
that file was the problem. If that file, yeah, was that file trying to move to console?
Yeah. I should have read line 2, which is when console is configured as a storage backend in the stanza. Oh no. Console registration registers Vault as a service and console with a default health check. When console is configured as the backend, the stanza service registration is not needed. It will automatically register the Vault as a service version. 1.4 is added compatibility information. As of console 1.14, Kubernetes uses console data plane by default instead of client ages. Vault does not currently support. That's fine. Force HA quotes and address. It looks like if this works, it should just connect. If using ACLs and consoles, you need the appropriate permissions to register the service in Vault.
Yeah. This won't have any permissions in console. Which also means we're in the weird catch-22 of we can't generate a... I suppose console could load this file.
Console template that file, yeah. And then tell Vault to restart.
Because that file's probably going to need a ACL token. Can we even give that file an ACL token?
Yeah, there is an ACLs block. Okay, I think.
Give it a token and we see what happens.
Yeah.
So it's just token equals what?
Yeah.
Can I get my token out of here? Droids of all services send tokens because that's how they authenticate. Vault's still not up. It's just in this like loaded state.
I wonder if it's because it creates the file via script, whether it's write it when the new script runs. Because it rewrites it every time.
Wow. It works fine. So I think this doesn't matter. We've exited. And then there's some cleanup thing. But like this is Vault.
Try and SU to Vault and run the I'll just yeah.
We can do a Vault.
I was trying to read it out of
the config.
Yeah, the service directory. I can remember where it is.
If you go Vault status, it does actually give you this information. Oh, and it dumps the Postgres. That is a security vulnerability with how Vault uses Postgres. The fact that in the name of the, or the way we're using it at least, in the name of the thing, it gives you the Postgres password.
Yeah,
I have to do that simple.
yeah, you have your exec start there.
The exit start is this one. Delete the Postgres file. So the file that it creates is trying to delete. Figured that storage does not support HA. I think that's the error.
Yeah.
So we can't use console without HA storage.
Postgres not support HA, does it have to be single node?
No, you can.
Alright, shall we get it? Just
Maybe. Yeah, we can just go HA enabled equals true. So it doesn't look that difficult.
let's do that.
I think I need to edit this storage. Oh no, wait. If I edit storage Postgres work, I need to edit fetch Postgres password that creates that file. I don't have permission to edit that file.
I've never noticed that it shows you that kind of stuff. Normally, I find out when I try to save. That's when I notice that I don't have permission to edit the file.
Yeah, I think it was just 'cause that file was empty. Okay, so in the file, this creates tables. I'm probably going to need to create a HA locks table.
Oh, we have the if HA.
No, HA enabled.
We just must not set it in the end.
So I don't think this file is sensitive. I'm just
there's nothing in.
not trust myself. So I should just be able to go. Oh, that's a lot of.
What a database. Books are
Nice.
its lists.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's going Postgres HA table unbound variable. Line 78. So it's here, it's probably this Postgres HA table isn't being set anywhere.
Give it names.
It does have default name.
So we're probably doing our end file.
Yeah, Vault HA lock seems to be the one that they recommend.
It seems to be Vault. At least the back end's not failed. That's Vault up. We have a Vault service.
Da-da.
Nice. Out of interest, can you go into the Vault, the console service block in that we set up, and just remove the address? I think we use the default. Or do we?
Oh, tokens, no. It's interesting. So that block isn't like it's using the.
Yeah, it's got the proper registration. The address
yeah,
we gave
no,
it
yeah.
was console's address.
Yeah. So I suppose I could try and remove the token, but I think.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I think we need the token.
is-
I don't think we need the address.
Let's find out.
The other thing we should quickly test is we should stop console, start Vault, and see if it still starts happily. I imagine it would do.
I mean, it seems to still be registered. I don't know if we want that. Oh no, we can Intel DNS that. That's fine. Yeah, because that just goes hits the DNS.
And we get all the health checks as well.
Surf and Vault. Oh, it gives us sealed status. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So now we need to do a few changes to the code.
I feel like we've been robbed of the fun of setting up a service file. I'm not saying we should, just for the sake of it. That is definitely easier.
Okay, things that we just did are in Vault,
Cool.
not Core Vault, Ansible Vault. We changed within the server. And
It's already there.
yeah, I'm trying to work out what we need to. So we just need to override this,
Yeah.
and that should work.
Yep.
So
And then we need to figure out a way to pull a console token into it, into the config file.
well, yeah, it's that console's going to have to probably load the config file. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use the Vault agent to do it.
Yeah. See, I guess once the file's written, it should be fine. Occasionally, Vault will restart itself when it needs to refresh that token. Can we send a sig up so it doesn't do a restart?
Yeah. I think that's what we do for console.
Yeah.
Backlink is control plane,
Group files.
group files. Ooh. Okay, so that is that done. To try and get it
Set
back.
the agent bit, get it the template then.
Yeah, let's get the agent done. So in console,
it would be Vault, surely. If we're setting this up, this is Vault for Vault. Yeah.
Waiting for me for a second.
Oh, it would probably be core V and Vault under the agent bit, surely.
well, but this deploys the agent per Vault for the services. So I'll need to create a server agent that generates the file that the server needs.
So you want to just set up a new role, which is Vault console registration.
Probably.
You can probably just call it console registration. You don't need the Vault in the Vault collection.
New file. This needs to be tasks /main.yaml. Well, there should be templates /console.hcl.j2
Default.
This is the
like a Vault address or something. Various options.
do we want to be able to handle? I suppose we'll be able to handle console smells.
Yeah. Or if you're running on a different port or something like that.
Okay. Oh God, I can't do this.
Is it? Is it console underscore address defined?
Yeah, I don't know if I've got Ginger 2. Is that Ginger templating? That is Ginger templating.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah. If console
is really not liking that.
There we go. That's what I want. Oh, dress. No, I don't need dress.
Oh, it's changed that to an else. What's that else? So I do you trust it?
Wait.
Yeah, we
Isn't that
double.
be the
With double brackets.
but isn't that file meant to be the Vault agent templating file, not just the
Oh, this is. Oh no, this. Yes, the token is what the agent loads. The address will say in Ansible though.
yes, token is defined because token will, I guess.
Yeah.
If token, we might have something like ACL enabled for token defined, but that's
Well, you
weird.
would manage it separately if you didn't need a token. If you didn't need a token, you wouldn't manage it via this.
Yeah.
Agent, templates. Yeah, this is loading in console creds.
Yeah.
So essentially this is what I need.
I'll just take the whole. Yeah. And then. I would templates within templates.
No idea what it is. Oh yes.
Do you think this is a level
So this should
construction
technically be
bar for it to
dot
track it?
TPL.j2 because it's
All that delays of yeah. I suppose that's not what I've done there, but whatever. Okay. I now need to load this somewhere.
how does this work? It's just
Maybe let's put it into that.
create agent directory. Oops. This was console.htpl q2.
So I probably keep the restart stuff.
Yeah, it'd be 6.4. I just can say 4.4. 0. And then it would be the same user, that would be the Vault user.
Handler. Vault. I need defaults. That looks fine. So I don't type. Bars. I don't need those. You are volts. Volts. Cool. Do you want to do the file stuff at the same time?
What the like trigger file?
Yeah, how do we get everything to start?
Yeah.
Barnaby, I think your connection is not great because like it seems like you freeze occasionally.
Am I dipping?
You sure it's not just very still?
Nah, because you can't be still like this. Look.
It looks stable. I don't know. I might need to do like a longer form test, like when I run.
You heard that now, James, right?
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
Should be
you
out.
literally just cut out.
Do you wanna log back out and log back in and sort out your internet?
It's normally fine, but
I'm not sure what it is. If I run a test, it's fine. I don't know if it's clashing with something else. I think I'd need to do some longer term internet debugging rather than spot checks.
So for this, we're going to do a condition file exists.
Yeah.
Give you every option but the one you needed.
Well, yeah, that's AI for you. Where do we want to put this file?
Maybe in the services directory or somewhere like that. I don't think it really should be inside of the config directory for a service. It's a trigger.
Yeah, I'm also thinking like, where should the role that creates this service live? Do we actually need? Are we going to have to create a common?
I would probably just do this in the final step of the playbook rather than have a dedicated role for it, as this is.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Where do we want the file to be? What do we want it to be called? Do we want to put in services, or do we want to put it in like etc or opt or
OPT?
Yeah, ops fine. For this though, I'd say just put it as a var entirely. So if someone else is picking this up, they can pick what they want to be their trigger file.
Oh, yeah.
And then if they don't want to figure any of this out, they can just point it to one of the config files.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose we can actually have the default for this be just like this.
Yeah.
So
Is this the only trigger file we'll have?
It's going to be for every service file. Every service file.
Okay.
Because what this is doing is this is meaning we can chain packer runs, and these services won't start until the final runs happened.
We should get console speed dependent on Vault, so not it should start after Vault service.
But that should also be a flag, because there's a chance that we don't want. No, we can keep our service coupled. Okay.
We can flag. I'm happy for it flags, but I think for our particular build, it should be linked.
Yeah. So trigger file location, and we want this to be a default. That's gonna default to.
I love its attempt to put it in temp.
Yeah. How did you do that before?
Worst possible place to have a trigger file. Why is my service not starting after I restarted my server? Maybe if you wipe your temp directory at that point.
Yeah, they'll only happen every random amount of times. I suppose if it was part of the turning on process, maybe it'd be good because the restart would kill the directory, and then it wouldn't start until the server starts. No, I suppose it would fail to start until the server starts. Anyway, trigger file location.
But, yeah.
Default is just going to be the config file.
Yep.
So that's vault done. Next one is the agent. I mean, this is a good thing about AI. I've done it once. Now it's like, yeah, cool. This also is going to require Vault.
I would, put this as an if block, because this may not be running on the same.
This is the
Same
Vault
way.
agent.
We'd probably use the Vault agent role to install a Vault agent
Yes.
anywhere.
This doesn't need Vault. You're right. No, this one's as root. Oh yeah, Vault.
It has to
Yeah,
write all the files.
yeah. This is the Vault agent. This is different.
It's funny that the Vault agent has more power than Vault on the same server.
And also is used to configure Vault. Oh, we didn't do the. I don't think I've set up the thing correctly. The template. I've just put a file in a location.
Oh yeah, we need the config bit that tells the Vault agent where to put it.
Config, this one. There's just things like, I think we're missing something. Source is config directory console. What did I even save this file as? Nothing useful.
Config Vault. Console.html. The right thing. I put a /vault before console.
On this file.
Yeah, and that file, because this is for config. Yeah.
So do that.
Are you smart enough? And I also need to load in the load in Oh, it's still thinking I'm talking about triggers.
Desperately set that up.
I mean, close enough. This is going to be config. Dot. Wait, why are you got HCL dot? Oh god. And this just needs to go vault config. Because I think it'll load all config files that's in that directory.
Yeah.
And then this is vault console.
Yep.
And you need to go vault config directory. Oh, this is just a straight restart. Console HCL. How do you do sig up?
Oh, let me check. It should also just be the config dir, not bot config dir, as I think where are we running them in the
We're in the agent directory.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Work?
Yeah.
Do you reload? We'll do a sig up.
I selected like nothing. Oh. Reload. Cool. So that should be the agent now working, or should we need to run it in the job? Where was I for the services?
If you were on the Vault agent,
So the agent trigger file is we have a config file.
that written to config file, is it written to something else?
Config. And hopefully, because these are the same words, I can just set it as a global variable in Packer and it'll override them.
Hacker.
It's not agent base. Oh, it's so close. It was so close to remembering what we were doing.
Trigger file.
There's a trigger.
And then we also want the flag for after vault.service for this one. To be able to pass it optionally.
Yes. Yes, require yourself. That's obviously going to be... Vault enabled?
What would it be if
They would be called.
something like Vault co-located?
I mean, you're close.
Yeah. Can you send like HTTP health checks when service files?
Can you, one more time?
Could you send like HTTP or health checks from a service file? Because essentially, if you were setting this up fully, you have them as different servers, so you want to check the Vault thing. I guess at that point you would just fail out.
By the way, that never works for me. What you're doing now? Oh,
This isn't even lazy. I could have just opened a chat window.
yeah, but I'm just saying, even that is one of the selling points, but it just
So
doesn't work.
I've done it before where I've done something like that, and then underneath it, I've like started writing what I wanted, and it worked it out. Yeah, it's because I asked for review. So this isn't a selling point of Copilot. Like, this is not one of the things the Copilot's like, oh yeah, I use this. Like, this is more the Kiro Amazon side of things, where they're like, we want you to write your things.
You could do some janky things to make this work. Essentially, you can do local socket tests. So you can have a service that runs on a local socket that is polling your remote service that would return a pass or fail.
Sounds about right.
With some other.
It's Linux. You could do lots of things. And I want this to be false, probably by default.
Yeah, but this would be quite an oddity. This is when you're on the budget.
Yeah, this is when you ask. Okay, Now in the group vars for Packer, I want to go trigger file located is going to be bot/common/trigger file.
Yep.
And then it was vault co-located crew. And then I need here a task that makes the file. Oh yeah, I need to do the console registration as well. Give me that. Yeah, just gonna be part of. Oh yeah, Vault is the last thing. I forget that Vault's the last thing that happens.
Yeah, I think we were talking about whether we were going to split off like some of the console stuff and build the console base as a separate.
What, like that? Or these two?
Yeah.
The Vault, the Nomad one. As well.
Pretty much everything we run should have a Vault agent and a console client on it. So. Can we put something dumb in the content?
Delete me.
If I'm about to do content.
I think you.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Really. I think the first one was actually better.
Don't really
You
ask me to
spelled
put something. I think I spelled done wrong. It's probably that.
Yeah, you
isn't
need
it?
a B. There we go. Although spelling it wrong adds to the.
That's the,
That's the DCO-ness of it. Okay. We happy?
Yeah. Let's build and see where we get.
So, haven't touched Nomad yet. Vol, that's a lot of changes.
realized I haven't actually written any Ansible in a while since I've started using AI.
I've not written a lot of Terraform in a
Yeah,
while
your
since
AI
I've used AI. Like,
It's so bad. Like things that I used to spend hours on, it's like, okay. Yeah. Job
I
done.
think the last time I tried to get an AI to use write Ansible was quite early in the AI days, and it just made an absolute mess of it. And at which point I was like, this is not even worth using as a jumping off point, and stopped. I use it to help me write Terraform a lot now, but I haven't gone back and written it.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine? This was like 2 years ago.
there's a reason why I didn't touch AI till recently. Just because it was so bad. Like when it first came out, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to do coding." No, it was not worth the time. No,
At that
it's
point,
better.
we were doing copy and paste as well. But now you don't even need to.
Well, now we'll copy and paste from me.
In the last year, I was trying to get it to write Ansible code, and it wasn't doing. But I was asking it to do some unusual things with Ansible.
You weren't using Opus. That's why.
I still don't know if we asked it to build this platform with like basic input, if it
No.
would get to this point.
No. You would have to do spec development where we give it a lot of information. Like, you know, we define all the specs we want, and I think you can. But if you just do basic, no. You have to go detail. With diagram.
Once this is building, shall we pop in a quick break so we can refill some water glasses and stuff?
And so we can stretch our legs.
Yeah, sounds good.
Keep the blood flow going.
Stretch legs, cycle fluids, all of that fun stuff.
Alright, shall we do it now?
Let's trigger the build first, get that last little bit of content out, and then
Yeah, prove
over
that
the
it's
edge.
prove that it's running. Let me just remember how to do things.
At some point, I need to go through my GitHub and see what I still have access to, because people are giving me access to random things over the years, and I haven't bothered to check if any of them are still active.
There's actually no point in giving you access to anything.
I get access to all the fun things and then don't do anything with it, which makes me worry that if someone compromises my GitHub account, that
It's a
they're
wrap.
going to be able to do things they shouldn't be
It's a
able
wrap
to.
then, isn't it?
All right, shall we have a quick break then while this runs?
All right then.
Yeah.
Guys, see you later. And we are back. Okay, James just gave us an offline update in terms of the first initial run actually failed. He's gonna tell us why it failed.
Yeah, so this block that was all AI generated was wrong. It didn't have the
Surprise,
tasks
surprise.
thing. It was just file at that level, which isn't very ansible. And part of me even thought that, and I just pushed and didn't worry about it. This
You
is where
can't
having-
select. You can't select the model that you want for this.
this will run auto.
What a shame.
But also, this type of stuff is very simple. Like this bit of model doesn't matter. And if anything, I'm on a fast model for this, so I wouldn't even want Opus. Like,
Fair.
there's a level of this should be fast, so I would want a fast model, even if it's less accurate. Because it's kind of all about when I do that, it should give me, obviously, that isn't a. IntelliSense commands aren't part of the AI system, but I want to be able to go, hey, AI, what should I type? And it should just give it immediately. Whereas I have it for like the Copilot PR review that you can get, that quite a lot of times we will merge the PR in before Copilot has reviewed it. And it will then bring up things we're like, oh yeah, I should have thought about that. Well, code's in master now, so what does it matter?
If you're putting in automatic quality gates on a PR that are checking something, you should wait. You should have a rule that says they have to finish before you can.
But this is, our code is normally fine. It's just,
Normally.
it's going to catch the odd outlier. And it's just one of those things of like, it does like all our, like the Terraform plan looks fine, everything else was fine. It's looking for like semantic errors, or I think we ended up having where we were doing Cloudflare rules and some of the rules ended up having %20 in them, which is obviously not a valid URL. I didn't even think about it when I was doing it. The Copilot was like, this looks wrong.
I thought you could have %20 in your URL, or I guess it would be for parameters.
You can have %20 in URL. That is correct. It turned out that this was a typo in some system, in like the way they'd given us the URLs. So it was incorrect. It was correct to raise it. I didn't even think about it.
I think that's one of the good things that those AI checks do, is they kind of, at the very first principles, can be like, what are you doing?
Let's get like a little workflow.
Yeah, it's the AI scanning PRs is quite interesting.
Oh.
Very unhappy.
Nah.
It's
One who's really hungry.
No, the dog's rubbing his ears on the carpet and it's making funny noises.
I think it's running out again.
So,
Oh no, we ran it on console base.
Yeah, but then now we're on Vault, right? So Vault will do his own as well.
But
your
it's,
console base?
what you say?
I didn't think we have a console base image anymore.
No. Sorry, we have a console base role that runs apt update. We're now on the Vault role that's also running apt update.
Should be
It
quicker.
doesn't. Yes, but it still means we're running apt update twice within 5 minutes.
Unless we put a condition in there, but I think it's because I guess the update thing was there so in case we run Vault separately, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it's one of those weird things of like, how should you be managing apt update? But
There's no harm. It just adds extra 10 minutes. It's all good. We have time.
You architect the console not console, the Ansible, because you want the roles to be kind of within reason as self-contained as possible.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which I don't think we've done.
No, I think that even the one we've written today for the Vault. Actually, no, I guess it makes all the things that are there. They would potentially error out if.
It assumes that you have a Vault agent running, but at some point you've got to make those assumptions. So
Yeah.
I imagine if you were building these roles to actually be usable by other people, you would have in the metadata files, you can have dependencies and also have like descriptions.
Yes, I have done that before.
So even if you're just like, oh yeah, you need to make sure that you have Vault agent running. Or you can, I think you can, were you saying you can have its dependency and will run the dependencies?
Yeah, I've done this at a client site where essentially we have what is a Vault base role which does an install, and then if you need, we have a Vault server role that sets up Vault as a server. We only call the server role, we don't call the base role, and then it depends on, I think we set this up in one of the roles potentially.
No idea.
Why don't we just have a role that has all the update stuff? Just update, and then that's not even in base.
Well, that
An admin.
if you had it depend on one that did apt update. I assume if two roles depended on the same role, it would only run once.
I think it runs the entire role. I don't think it's smart enough to do the task, but it would only.
No, but if we made a role that's only job was to run apt update,
yeah,
and both Vault and Console depended on that role, I would assume it would run that role first, and then run the other stuff.
That's a question you can ask AI.
Twice.
Oh, we try it out.
Red Hat.
Ask Red Hat.
Into the IBM office, find the Red Hat guys, just go and ask them.
Yeah, because we should
Sure,
be
you're
able
an
to
IBM
do.
champion. Go ask them in the chat.
I could ask them. Yeah, because we should just have to run Vault server. Oh, sorry, Console server, Vault server, and then there's other stuff that like configures it.
Yeah.
Like you could maybe get if the dependencies work well enough, and then it would mean it wouldn't multi-run the stuff. What I've seen about Ansible, it wouldn't surprise me if if when it hit a role, it would run all the dependencies of that role, even if it had already been run before.
By the way, while we're waiting for this, I wanted to clarify something. So I'm not familiar with Console at all. I mean, I've made that clear already. Is Console similar to Cilium?
No.
Okay.
But, so I believe, I don't know a lot about Cilium. I think Cilium is similar to Traffic. So it's just a API. It's just a router.
Yeah, but with Traffic, obviously, you can access the services through DNS and all that. But whereas Cilium, I'm not even sure because they're doing internal traffic where they even forbid. Actually, can we actually block traffic in Traffic? I don't know. I haven't tried that.
So yes, you can use middlewares to block internal traffic.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But okay. I just assume like, okay, so that means if we're going through all this trouble to set up Console for our server, then is it a case where it's something that we could consider for Kubernetes cluster as well?
Yes, that's one of Hashi's big pushes is to do Console for the internal service mesh and traffic for Kubernetes.
But that's what we were using Cilium for, right? Because that's what they were doing. They blocked internal traffics and then only allowed. So they blocked the DNS that belongs to us, to the company. They blocked it to access our external traffic.
So from inside the cluster, you can't talk out.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you can do it with console, because console you have to set egress services and stuff. This failed. Oh, the content's wrong. I thought the content was wrong.
Well, he wanted something dumb in there. Content.
I think you've got to do copy and then have like.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna worry about it for now. That's.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, so that took what, 10 minutes to find out?
Yep.
Damn.
There is a way. I don't think it'll work for there. No, it wouldn't work for this. But you can do caching of things in GitHub Actions, but I don't think that'll work for this unless we build more images, which is where if there wasn't a cost to every image you create in HTTP Packer, I would maybe be along the lines of actually want to be creating lots of images. So if it, like at this point, it's built everything. This could load into an image, and then we just make another image that's just does the trigger. There's obviously a cost to that, because every image has a cost.
And also, we'll hit our limit with GitHub Actions quicker as well.
No, so you have one action, but we just, within the tasks, every time it runs, so like this is run up to you, so like Vault Server, that is an image. That is an image from the start to Vault Server. Well, that's probably like 4 images. And then the final image just adds the file. But the issue, I mean, if anything, would less like GitHub Actions, because it means now we won't have to run the entire action again. We just run the final bit. It's just slightly more complicated pipeline-wise, and there's a cost to storing all the images. There's a cost to all the metadata of all the images. So it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, so I was looking at, because obviously we're a free user, but I just checked, it says unlimited 3 minutes, unlimited storage within fair use. Assuming the repository is public. If it's private, then it's 2,000 minutes per month.
This is a public repo.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah, a reasonable amount of the DCO stuff is public, because I think it's worth. I mean, we're streaming it; people can see all the words we're writing, and it gets around some of these issues.
Yeah, then we're good then, because that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, we have a few private repos, and mainly those repos are the ones that are defining our like core infrastructure or things that are the way we're doing things. Like I think GCP base is private because that's how we're doing our internal networking. Like I don't think anyone needs to steal that repo. But I think all the Ansible code is and should be public. Actually, I don't know if...
So I don't think we use that many GitHub Actions, apart from the Packer build.
I do. An internal thing I'm messing with, I'm running on the DCO one, and I have definitely hit the cap of the DCO GitHub Actions.
Oh, I don't get a notification for that.
Nope, you wouldn't. Don't worry. Yeah, I was doing.
My GitHub emails go into one folder that I ignore in any case.
Yeah, I was doing nightly builds for stuff that was taking a while. Though I now have a local GitHub worker that runs the builds, so it's not been an issue recently.
Nice.
Except it kind of takes my server down occasionally, which I need to fix.
Speaking about that, I think my Kubernetes cluster is down. I need to have a look at why. But Nomad cluster is always stable.
My Nomad cluster has issues when my NAS goes down.
Isn't it deployed on your NAS?
No, I've got two servers, one compute, one storage. But my storage has a client, has a VM that has a Nomad client on it, which is where the GitHub runner runs. and that I think the runner takes my NAS down. So I should really fix that at some point.
Get more RAM.
I think it's because I'm running the VM on maybe not the best hard drives, and I think the hard drives have issues when they're like when they're being pushed from the worker, which then makes the VM struggle, which then makes the whole server struggle. I don't know. Someday I'll look into it, but for now I just occasionally have to restart the server, and then turn it on and everything starts working again.
Don't worry. Once this is back up and running, we can have a lot of runners on there. Actually, I say a lot. We'll probably need one only.
It's just so expensive. Like, if you actually want a decent runner, you kind of need to give like 4 gigs of RAM, which is like our platform currently.
Well, that's expensive.
Like, I think it's going to be interesting when we get this up, how many of the game servers we're actually going to be able to run on the platform, or if we just decide our personal ones are better. Because like Satisfactory, the game we're playing at the moment, is just such a resource hog.
Yet to touch this Satisfactory game.
You're welcome to come and join the mess. I guess the other thing we attempt to do if we get this up and stable, potentially look at multi-clouding it and just go into some of the edge clouds and finding the ones that have the absolute cheapest compute.
That's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
It's something we've talked about. Like, I think it would be fun to start messing with like, well, how do we quickly spin up on whatever cloud we want, just the client.
I wonder if Oracle will still be pushing to try and get more people onto their platform with all their sort of data center expansions that they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, maybe.
Does IBM have their own cloud?
Yes.
Yeah, IBM Cloud.
Maybe we could try and get voucher, and then we know we can use that to play games.
I can't remember how serious IBM were about the whole cloud thing. I think they were a bit late to the party and then didn't really chase it that hard.
Yeah, they've not really done the push you expect.
What they're pushing right now is just a bub. IBM bub.
Yesterday for Satisfactory, and these are only numbers I remember off the top of my head. I don't have access to historical data for my stuff. We're using 8,000 megahertz of CPU, and I mean, I've given it 12 gigs of RAM. We probably got close to it. That'll be 8 cores, 8. That'll be an 8 CPU and 12 gig server, which is quite expensive. And that's just to run one game.
Yeah, should set up an open TTD server. I think that would be fairly light.
Open? Which one's that?
I think it's open TTD. I'll see if I can find it. But it was essentially something from like the 90s where you have like connecting various resources to grow them. Let me have a rummage around.
It's open source now. Click on end of life.
Solution name.
Open source. Let's put it. I'll put it in.
Nice. Something I will be quite interested as well. You talk about like running
Other clouds is I quite like to on my local server connect it to our cloud as a client. So, and I'll probably run that inside my Nomad server. So within my Nomad server, there's a Nomad client that DCO can use. I think that's going to be an interesting problem to see if I can work out to fix. But that would then, because the cheapest big compute is the compute we own in our houses. So having a way of being able to use some of that for DCO would be convenient.
That'd be nice.
Need to find my old laptop and flash that.
With stuff like the Satisfactory server, I'd quite like it to be managed by DCO, even if it's running on my computer.
Yeah, no, I have a couple of old laptops. I have my old laptop, and that's my wife's old laptop that I don't think she ever wants to go back to, but it has an amount of RAM that's more than, I think it's either got 16 or 32 gigs of RAM.
And have you found a charging cable for that?
Somewhere. Just get the soldering wire and hardwire it in.
Good.
Oh my god, this has taken so long to just run out. No, okay, it's now past that.
That's only round 1 though, so we've got round 2.
Round 2 is significantly faster though.
That's what you say.
And actually, all the install stuff just takes forever. They're just installing all the dependencies. Like our actual platform is pretty lean because it's just console and Vault. But it's console, Vault, and some files.
I mean, if it's taking forever, we can always talk about what's new in the IBM world.
I nearly installed Bob.
I have. It's actually decent, but it's because I signed up to the early access. So they gave me $20, which I burned through trying to do stuff with ESP boards. So, but it was good.
The issue I've got with all that stuff, and I think it's one of the reasons why I use open code, is I want to be able to change the model.
Yes, that's one thing they didn't allow you to. I'm not sure if it's me or but the IBM Bob
It uses the IBM
IDE.
models.
Say what?
It uses the IBM models, doesn't it?
That's the thing. I couldn't tell you what it was using. It was just what it just worked. As in, I couldn't change the model like the way I could change it with other IDEs.
It probably uses Watson.
Yeah, that was their original one. I don't know if it's been rebranded since then.
I mean, it could just be called Bob.
Just like the actual IDE. So.
Yeah, Bob coins.
Yep,
Bob
that's what it is. That's what you get, which is worth $20.
Are they a cryptocurrency? Can you get Bob to mine Bob coins?
You could ask. But yeah, it was good while it lasted. I wish I
Okay,
had
so
more.
this is a random article. So it uses IBM's Granite, and it also can use Claude.
Can use, or can they use a change to it?
When you say Claude, do you mean Opus or Sonnet? Because Claude is not the model.
It just says on Photomics Claude.
Oh, fair enough.
Bro, just see that Sonnet and Opus. Anything less than that, we don't accept. No,
I mean, Haiku's got its benefits.
I've never tried that one.
It's fast. Like it's fast and cheap. It's one of those things that with open code, you have a list of like all your agents, and I think either Librarian or Oracle, one of the ones that like go and do research for you, uses Haiku. Because it's the like you're just looking at information and pulling it back. You're not doing any logical steps.
I have just solely focused on using Opus now because after me and Barnaby's discussion where he used 1 day to reach $53. 1 day. Whereas for me, it took me over the days to reach 60 something dollars. But I'm having to keep going back. Oh, this is, the suggestions weren't that great and whatever. Whereas if you just go straight to Opus, it's a bit more expensive, but you get better results.
Which Opus are you using?
Just 4.6, I think.
Okay.
Well,
I think
which
it's.
one?
I think 4.7's out, and it's
Yeah, I saw that, but I haven't tried that.
so 4.6 is a 3 times multiplier.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, for normal it's a 3 times multiplier. 4.7 is a 7 times multiplier. So it's even more expensive than Opus 4.6.
Well, I remember for the token, for the creds, the way we're getting the creds, it's only for no. There's no limit. No, we don't have any limitations. So yeah.
I found I started using Sonnet because it's only for personal stuff. When the client wants me to work as quickly as I can and use AI, sure, whatever, I'll use the best model possible. For personal stuff, I don't need to burn through tokens that quickly. If I'm just like messing around doing something, if it takes an hour versus 3 hours, if the 3 hours is cheaper, it's probably better to do the cheap model because I'll spend 3 hours building stuff anyway. So I either
Nah.
spend 3 hours worth of cheap tokens or 3 hours worth of expensive tokens.
So when you have a deadline, I think it's okay to go on Opus because for me it was because of the deadline.
For client and company stuff,
Oh, just company stuff.
where they benefit from you outputting stuff as quickly as possible
Yeah.
at high quality, yes, I 100% agree that Opus is the way to go. For personal things,
Bro,
maybe
I
not.
don't even have a Claude. I don't even have a Claude login even for personal.
That's why I paid for Copilot
Yeah.
because it gives you all them. Though Copilot are changing their usage model, and it's gonna get more expensive.
So you might as well just sign up to Claude on its own then, and just go
Talking
through.
about getting rid of the $20 or £20 subscription
No,
to
that's-
Claude as well.
So I suppose what's staying is for Copilot, you still get all the models, you still get the amount of credit worth the money you put in, but the way they're calculating cost is changing because it used to be premium requests, not tokens, which meant if you were clever, you could get a lot of tokens out of your credits. Now they're changing to token usage.
Yeah, actually, the Windsurf that I'm using personally as well, they changed theirs as well.
I think everything's changing to tokens.
Yeah, which is sad because now I hit the limit real quick now. I'm like, and then they changed to daily and weekly reset as well. Whereas before, my allowance covered me for the whole month.
If I'm just using tokens, then I might as well pay per request and either subscribe to all the models or use something like Bedrock. Like there's a reason to pay per request over a monthly subscription and find the one that's the cheapest. Because at that point you can
quality.
It's interesting.
Quality.
What do you mean by quality? It's the same Claude Sonnet model. It's just whether I go through Anthropic, Bedrock, or Copilot.
Oh, that's what you mean in terms of finding the cheapest from them.
But in the same vein, I want access to Claude, OpenAI, Gemini. So I want access to all three. So it's the cheapest way of doing that.
I think two of them is okay, because I feel to me Gemini and OpenAI are on the same field. So if I have access to one of them, I don't really care.
Currently.
Yeah, currently. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like if you're in a monthly subscription and oh, actually, this one's better now.
Oh, you just switch. No
then
loyalty.
I do not use OpenAI. Well, no. Why'd I have loyalty to an AI model? Like,
no, not the model. The company.
I pay for Copilot. I don't pay for any of them. I pay for the conglomerate service. I don't think I use OpenAI for anything. I think it's all Gemini or Claude.
Yeah.
Or Anthropic.
Same.
Well,
for personal, I do have, because that's the one I've set up for the paper request. But other than that, yeah.
I need to look at all the costs, see what's worth it.
That's true. Actually, I need to sit down and do the same.
I think now everything's moving towards token. It's a lot easier to be like, what is the cheapest?
Yeah, I might have to stop using Windsurf because it's limited.
Well, that's kind of why I like the open code thing, because I should. Plod's not Anthropic doesn't have ticky notes with it. There are workarounds. Like you should be able to use any provider.
Okay.
I do feel like we're getting towards the end of the cheap model access. I think it's going to get a lot more expensive this year.
What do you mean? Companies have
going into
realized they can't make money from selling AI models?
I wonder if their network effect and their adoption will be enough to get people to pay more, or if a lot of people will just go, if it triples in price, we're not bothering.
The problem we're going to have is Anthropic will go, we can't afford this, we're going to triple the price. Amazon will go, okay, users pay the same amount. For Bedrock, the price doesn't increase, they pay the same. Amazon just bleeds money to Anthropic. Everyone uses Bedrock, they're on Amazon anyway. They use Amazon services, Amazon makes money from that. The same with GitHub. So you're going to have, I think there's going to be an issue that Anthropic and OpenAI, maybe OpenAI is slightly different because they keep having invested fund from the companies, but those two companies are going to get to the point where it's like the big companies can just bleed money and not care about it and use your model and sell your models on for cheaper than you can.
But I assume when they use those models, Bedrock and Copilot, they would pay Anthropic and OpenAI the going rate for them.
Yeah.
Or they just pay for hosting them? I don't know.
They'll pay the going rate, probably more. Which that's what I mean. They'll bleed money by paying Anthropic more money than a standard user would pay, but then charge the user less. So people have no reason to go to Anthropic directly. It's, well, Bedrock's cheaper, so go Bedrock. Because it's all just the route to get people in AWS.
Yeah, that's your loss leader.
Yeah, I mean, like Twitch is a premium example of Amazon bleeding money, because why not? Like, I don't think Twitch makes any money. Twitch doesn't make that much money for AWS.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Was Twitch profitable when it was bought, or did they just buy it because they wanted it? They wanted to compete with Google and YouTube?
They just want to own the space, and YouTube have now taken the Twitch streaming backend service and have turned it into an AWS service. So Amazon IVR, they're like Amazon streaming service, internal streaming service that you can pay for, is just Twitch's backend. They literally just took that from Twitch and shoved it into an Amazon service that people can then pay a lot of money for.
Yeah, the AI overview is saying Twitch is not currently profitable.
I mean, the fact that they're doing like Prime subs and stuff, like Amazon are just quite happily bleeding money into Twitch.
But for how long?
Well, I mean, they are leading in the space. I think there's a question of they keep changing things to try and make more money.
Bless you.
But she can't hear you, don't worry. Yeah, they keep changing things to try and make more money, but they can't change things too much because they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose that race.
Yeah. Ooh, Amazon sent an email today because I use their email service. Sadly, what did they say again? I need to deal with that because I need to move my email away from there now. Yeah. So they're saying Amazon Work Mail deprecation on March 31st. You guys don't use them for your personal stuff, right? Oh, anyway.
No.
Do you mean SCS or just Amazon Work Mail?
Yeah, so my domain, so to get emails and all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that.
So like everything is through Amazon. So to have my name and then hello at my name, whatever. So
But sending you can still do via SES. It's just the receiving that you can't do.
oh, I never even tried that, but yeah, probably.
Like they're not killing SES. So many companies use SES.
Oh no, it's not the SES part that I care about. It's more the fact that the ease of like I was able to set it up on my phone and everything. So
Is it a monthly cost?
yes.
Do you know how
It was,
much?
£5? I don't know. I pay like £5 or something to it. It's
a shame that that is. I think Entra is probably cheaper.
Really? I might have to move there. And
Well, the same
I can
cost.
probably move my domain there as well then for email.
Domain would stay wherever. Entra doesn't really care about your domains. It's just the mailbox and the sending.
Oh. Because that's all
So
I
they-
need really.
I think Google Workspace is more expensive than that. So Google Workspace is £5.90 a month per user,
Oh, and it's just me. No.
and that gives you Gemini Chat as well.
Gemini Chat. Oh my god.
But yeah, so that gives you Google Mailbox, like what we used to use for DCO.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna do it because I'm already Google One member who's paying for the AI part, but it's only £9 something I'm paying. So I already get Gemini Chat. So if I now sign up to the workspace thing, and that comes
So-
with Gemini Chat, do I get more usage
So-
or just the same?
I suppose Google Workspace for £11.80 a month per user, you get 2 terabytes of storage.
That's literally what I'm doing right now. The 2 terabyte.
Yeah, so you get for £11.60.
Mhm.
For £11.80, you get 2 terabytes of storage and your email managed by them.
Need to think about that. They have too many services, man. It's hard to like say. Actually, no. I know why I'm enjoying Fitbit with this one as well. It comes with free Fitbit, and I actually
Yeah.
like that.
So you wouldn't get any Fitbit stuff because this is business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, this app. It's literally been like half an hour for this one.
It took forever for the other one, right? This reminds me
We
of
should just
working with.
make an image that's just an apt installer.
So it's 43 minutes for the last one.
I called it. Let's create one role just for that, and without any
It's the
dependency.
image that we need.
Yeah, it's an image, so it only runs once.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, we probably want one that like sets up the Ubuntu base, so it's just Ubuntu with extra stuff, and then on top of that we have console, then we have the console one, and then we have the control plane and the Nomad. It's probably what you want
To be honest, that's a good idea because all the base tools, JQ, zip, and all that can go in there. Okay.
Yeah, so it can install base packages, and it's also, if you were in enterprise, that's where you'd run security patching, any other like
Your trust
company
bundles.
stuff. Yeah, your trust bundles, those things,
That's fun stuff.
and hopefully, if you were doing something like that, that would be an image that IT would manage, or secure like a different team would manage, like a cloud team.
You know, one of our thingy had that like that. The project that me and you were on at some point, James. They have that they have a specific cloud team that just gives base images that they have already sanctioned. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if you're doing security properly, you do actually need to like security audit the tools and stuff that's installed in your image. So
Well, no. That's a separate topic. The base image, at least, that one they have that done hands down.
oh, could not touch target.
I guess we don't have a /common directory under our...
We don't. It fail.
Well, another 30 minutes.
Should we call it straight?
Yeah, we'll push the fix and trigger the build. And then wrap up, because I think realistically the concepts run. We can cut this at the break and then start back up next time for the people rewatching on YouTube.
Good idea, Barnaby. Good idea. I guess dinner is waiting.
I don't know what was for dinner today. Had a big lunch, so not in a rush.
Really? Must be
I had my ragu that I spent 3 hours
make it.
cooking this morning.
Yeah.
That's all we need, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know whether it's worth putting a mode to make sure it's traversable, as it needs to be accessed by multiple services.
That be true, that's what?
0775? No, 0755.
Then we
Cool.
build this image and it goes, can't read file, public file.
I will.
You won't find
make
out
sure,
today, though.
I will make sure this runs. I'll make sure by next week this is working. Because I need to spend 2 hours on this and then also doing it. But I think next time, splitting up some of this stuff into multiple images and then running the Nomad ones is probably a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, if we can get a console base, maybe if we can do that between streams, just split out a console base image, so we can just start on the Nomad stuff. Because I don't think people really need to see us splitting this into separate chunks. Because most of the time constraint is watching the image build.
Yeah, it'll just be working out how to weave the images together, which you can do. I just need to remember how to do it.
Yeah.
Because these will have to pull from HTTP Packer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fine. We can call the stream.
Is it running? Oh, yeah, it's running. Okay.
I just pushed to main. It's going to run.
Okay.
But that's got it's got 40 minutes till we'll know what's happened.
Yep. In the meantime, I'm just going to say thank you all for watching. It's been a lovely long stream where we almost achieved everything that we set out to do for today. We were very, very close. But obviously, James had to hold us back a little bit with his rubbish
problem.
AI.
Yeah, this is the problem with AI. If it wasn't AI, I would have actually had to think about what I was doing. Though you two could have at any point pulled me up on what I was doing.
So
I also think I waylaid us by asking for something dumb and got exactly what I deserved.
And I can't help anything console related. So anyways, yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for joining us today. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Okay. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.